Alright, top of the morning. This is BoxingWave. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Now, the last thing I read before at the end of the night last night was that Adrien Broner was being suspended, okay? The first thing I read this morning is that Adrien Broner is being sued, okay? I made a video last night, okay, about Adrien Broner's suspension, and I'm making this video now because the thing is, I know this has nothing to do with what's going on in the ring, but it's still boxing related. And believe it or not, people do ask me to do these videos, okay? People do want to see how I feel about these, news like this, all right? So I'm not going to keep doing videos on Adrien Broner. I like to try to spread it out and do different videos on different fighters from different countries and stuff like that. Not just American fighters. I try to keep my channel real broad, all right? As broad as I can make it. But this is the last time I'm doing an Adrien Broner video, alright? Now, so today's news, I seen on Boxing Scene that one of the women that was involved in his sex tape that was released last year, somewhere in between the time he fought Marcus Maidana and Paulie Malignaggi, sex tape was released. I don't remember it too well, but I seen some part of it where allegedly he was having oral sex with two women, or he was having unprotected sex with two women. I don't really remember, but all I remember is that he was holding like a camera or some kind of camera. I don't know, but it was some kind of camera device or whatever, and he was holding it, and it leaked on the internet. All right, we all saw it. I remember him making some kind of public apology where he was talking about that tape. Now, everybody talked about it. Everybody felt that he wasn't training properly, whatever. What I said back then was that Adrien Broner needs to focus. I don't care about what he does outside of the ring, as long as it doesn't affect what he does inside of the ring, okay? And I moved on from there. Now, the thing about this tape, because this is old news, right? The reason why he's being sued is because of breach of contract. They had an agreement, which is a smart thing to do. Most celebs, a lot of celebs that go out and have sex, casual sex with women, or vice versa, whatever. They make some kind of contract where they agree where things, stay private, or, whatever. Because you don't want any kind of allegations made on you. And it's a good way to protect yourself. For in that sense, he was smart. The bad thing is he either leaked it himself or he at least sent it to a third party. Like somebody else he sent it to and maybe they leaked it. I don't know, but we know that the video was out there, and we know it was him, or he had something to do with it because he was the one actually holding the camera. All right, so I'm assuming that he either leaked it or somebody that he knows leaked it, whatever. She is now suing Adrien Broner because of breach of contract. They agree with it. It's like, the way I feel about this kid, and I made a video on it before. Like, I feel like this kid really needs some kind of guidance, all right? He just now making it big time in the sport, all right? He just got paid $1.5 million to fight on a pay-per-view, on the undercard of a pay-per-view, all right? He's saying, you know what? I'm going to speak as if he's watching this video, all right? You're about billions, all right? He may never see this video, but I'm just speaking, this is straight truth, me speaking from the heart here. If you're about billions, let's be about billions, okay? You get a couple million, you did it. That's great, but if you want to reach about billions, if you want to be about billions, you got to knock this other stuff off, You're young in your career. You already got suspended, all right? Most boxers get suspended for things that is drug-related, PEDs or whatever. You get suspended off some comments. All right, cool. You put out a sex tape, all right? Unprotected sex, all right? Allegedly. And now you're getting sued for it. Like, you're 24 years old. You're too young in your career to be getting caught up in all of this mess. All right, a lot of guys before you went down because of this. This is where their career went down the tubes. You're setting yourself for failure, all right? You making a couple million, that's great. You did it. You did it, baby. You did it. You made it. But you got to get your stuff in order. Somebody, I don't know what kind of people he has in his camp, but it seems like he has a bunch of yes men in his camp, because it's no one is telling him to chill. Like, somebody needs to grab Adrien Broner by the neck, the back of the neck, and sit him down and tell him to chill out before he ruins his career. He's too young, and I want to see him, like, you know, I want him to have a successful career. You know, I want him to really be about billions. You know, make more money for Floyd. You admire Floyd Mayweather, right? You call him your big bro. That's cool. Follow his footsteps. Make millions. Make billions. Maybe you could be the first billionaire boxer. But all the stuff you're doing now, you're making a couple million and you're already getting sued. You know, you're getting suspended by the WBC. Somebody needs to get in control of his kid. Like, he seems like the type that he doesn't learn his lesson unless he makes a mistake. He doesn't have any kind of common sense on what to do and what not to do. You know, he has to make the mistake first, and hopefully he doesn't make that same mistake then. Like, I know this is all coming real fast for you. The money, the fame, it's all coming fast. You loving life, but you gotta be smart about it, all right? Because you're messing up your own money. You're messing up, you know, I don't know if this is affecting your training. I don't know what's going on. But you gotta get your life together. And the people around him needs to get this kid in order before he destroys his career. Now, the second thing I want to address, I was reading the comments on the video I posted last night about his suspension, okay? And I wanted to respond to some of the comments I read, all right? First of all, I never said Adrien Broner was a racist, okay? I never said that. Never said that, all right? Second of all, I never said that his comment was racist, okay? All right? Third of all, I know a Mexican is a nationality, okay? I never said it was a race, okay? I know it's a nationality, all right? I don't know if you guys, you know, and I appreciate you guys that subscribe to my channel, you guys that even leave comments and view my videos. That's cool. But if you watch my videos, don't just click the title and just respond, all right? Or something, or things that I never said, okay? Listen to the video, all right? I don't know if you guys are skimming through it. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know if you're just skipping all the way to the end. You waiting for me to say one specific thing. I don't know what you guys are doing, but you guys are leaving comments on stuff that I never said, all right? Go back, if you haven't seen that video, go watch the video I just posted. It's the last video, it's a video right before this, okay? I never said any of those things, all right? What I said was, it was racial, okay? It was a racial comment. You know why it was racial? Because racial is a broad word. I use racial purposely and not say racist, because racial is, it could be an ethnicity, it could be a race, it could be a nationality. It's a group of people, okay? Racial. And it doesn't even necessarily mean it has to be bad. It could be good or bad, but it's racial because he's speaking on a nationality. It's a broad word, okay? Racist, the word racist with I-S-T at the end, it has to do with prejudice. It has to do with discrimination. It has to do with hate. It has something, it's a negative word, okay? I never said racist. I said racial, okay? Another thing, the reason I made this video and gave examples is because I want people to understand how people could be offended by what he said. Not that they should be, not that they, you know, you guys are boxing fans. You're watching a video, you're obviously a boxing fan of someone, or you're a fan of a boxer. Okay, cool. But you gotta understand, there's people that casually watch boxing and see Adrien Broner saying that he beat the F out of a Mexican. So they're gonna be offended by it. They never seen Broner. They might be a Mexican and be offended by it. You know, they might be Hispanic and be offended by it. Who knows? You know, but I was trying to explain how certain people might be or could be offended by his comment. Okay? No, it wasn't the worst comment. Whether you think he should have been suspended or not, it has nothing to do with it. I don't think it was that harsh. I even said in video, I know the Can Man quote. I said it in the video. I laugh about it. That's my favorite Adrien Broner quote. The Can Man, the Mexican, the Dominican, the Puerto Rican, the African. I think it's funny. It was funny when he said it. But this time around, he specifically called out Mexican, all right? And it was different. It was a different line. It wasn't professional, and this is why they're using him as they're setting an example with Adrien Broner. Listen, when you talk about race, nationality, ethnicity, whatever, we don't want boxers going in the ring talking about that, saying those kind of quotes, saying those kind of things, all right? Let's use you as an example. We're going to suspend you. We want a public apology from you, okay? He might be suspended for 2-3 more weeks. It might not even affect his next fight or training camp or anything. We just want you to make a public apology about you saying that comment, okay? That's it. That's it. I never said he was racist, okay? I never said that. Watch the video and listen to what I'm saying. You're hearing me, but you're not listening to me, all right? I made examples of how black people, like myself, could be offended by different comments. I'm like, you know, I made all the examples in the world. The video didn't even have to be as long as it was, but I was trying to make it simple for people could understand what I'm talking about, okay? You guys, before you come in here and correct me talking about races and nationalities, listen, slow down, all right? Listen to what I said. Racial doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying Mexican is a race. Racial is a group, okay? You don't understand? Go look it up. It's in the dictionary, all right? So that's it. I'm not going to keep talking about this, all right? I'm going to get back to boxing, talking about fights coming up. There's a lot of videos I want to put out this week, all right? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all later.